Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the opening game for the Panthers. They're the visitors at Bethel Park Stadium. Bethel Park's the defending Whippeal champs from last year, carry a senior-laden club. And the Panthers were third in their section, Section 5, and ready to start this season again. You heard the starting lineups, and this is going to be tough first game for both clubs. Bitter rivalries. St. Clair will be moving right to left. Mark Hastings goal. And Bethel Park Blackhawks will be moving left to right in the white. And Mark Foster is their goalkeeper. If the scrimmage was any indication of the game, it was chippy. It was low scoring, and we'll be playing a tight game on defense. Okay, Bethel will have the ball first. And it's a bright, sunshiny afternoon here over in Bethel Park. Okay, Bethel Park controls back to the mid. Defenders set it up. And you'll see a couple players playing quarterback here, mainly Clifford and Caruso as they're scoring. St. Clair. Danny Poljak makes a stop. Indirect kick at the 20-yard line on the football field for Bethel Park. Three-man wall set up in front of Mark. Andy Clifford does a short re-kick. Ref didn't have it in play. Like I said before, Clifford's the quarterback of this team. Looks like Young is there with him. Young makes a run. Shot on goal. Mark goes up for the save. First save of the day. Tosses out to about the 20-yard line. Outlet pass to David Steen. Misses the connect on a Shea Kumar. Bethel back on the attack at midfield. And they're looking forward. Mike McCurry makes a stop. Bethel going in. Mark coming out to make the save at the top of the box. Drop kick over midfield. Robbie Merritt battles for the ball. Bethel controls. Bethel's going to play a ball control game similar to what we do. Man-to-man touches. Short, crisp passes. Chris Burke kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Blackhawks. Short throw. Looks for Clifford in front. Clifford straight to Mark. We're just going to look for a punt. Another drop kick out. Midfield. Brady knocks it out of bounds. And we're going to have a throw in. Joey Palladino tosses in. And Joe Rust sends it up. Again, St. Clair now looking deep. Joey goes in. Bethel brings it down. Goes back to the defense. Defense swings it back to midfield looking for Clifford. Nice step in by Joe Rust. Comes across. Vince DeLomo controlling the midfield. Michael McCurry. There's a double team. Talbot comes out of that. Back to Clifford. Clifford looks wide right. Walsh coming in. Nice stop. Chris Burke sends it up to Vince. Vince looks for Robbie Merritt. Chris Burke off the defender. St. Clair ball going. No, they call it Bethel. Throw, bounce off the turf. Bump by Chris. We're going to take an indirect from about the 40-yard line on the football field. Referees are going to cut down on the chatter here real fast. Okay, taking the kick from about the 30 on the football hash marks. Talbot's taking it. Everybody holding the 18. Danny Poljak stops it. Ashay Kumar makes a touch. Colin Fiduska comes over to pressure. Robbie Merritt. Ashay Kumar pressure. Vince DeLomo intercepts. Looks back. Joe Rust. Wyatt Brady makes that. Chris Burke comes back to cover, and it's a goal kick. A little bit of indecision on the back line. They need to settle in. Mark's first goal kick. Going into a slight wind coming down the field. Punches it out to about the 40-yard line. We got over the back. St. Clair will take the free kick. Chris Burke lines up, takes a short drop to David Steen on the outside on the left. David Steen sets a nice ball in. Robbie Merritt in the corner. Turns out of bounds. Goal kick coming out by Mark Foster. He's not going to take it.
Goal kick, Bethel Park.
His defender's going to take it.
Number 16, Joe DeMarco.
DeMarco's going to take the goal kick for the keeper, Foster. Sends it to about the 45. Again, over the back call. St. Clair will carry it back in. Chris Burke taking this free kick just inside the midfield position on our offensive side of the field. Everybody's lined up on about the 18. Ball in. Controlled by Bethel. And Danny Poljak clears. Out of bounds off of Bethel. We'll take the throw in at about midfield. Long throw by Danny Poljak into the center of the field. Bethel went up. And Colin was called on submarine.
DeMarco taking the free kick for Bethel Park.
DeMarco's taking a free kick, looking deep, going across. Maintained in. Okay, nice slide tackle by Chris Burke, takes all ball. Working for a shot between the hash marks. Bethel showing nice touches. Danny Poljak steps up, breaks that up. And it's a hold on Joe Rust. We're going to take another direct kick. A lot of whistles.
Direct free kick, Bethel Park.
This is at about the 25-yard line on the soccer field, about the 20 on the hash marks. Direct kick. Everybody's lined up on the 18, waiting for the break. Takes the shot into the wall, up. Wyatt Brady takes the shot. And Bethel kicks it out of bounds wide. Initial stop was made by the wall, then it trickled over. Started a scramble play.
Shot wide by Ben Bittmeyer, number 4.
Mark taking another kick out. Clears to the 45. Back in by Bethel on a header. Chris Burke goes up. Shea Kumar man to man. Vince DeLomo settles the ball, sends it wide. Bethel generating, taking a long shot on Mark. Not much trouble. We'd like to be playing on their half of the field. Long drop kick to about the 35. Nicely done. Controlled by Bethel, coming back out. Shea and Colin Fiduska. Double team out of bounds off of Shea Kumar. Bethel taking the throw. Chested down. David Steen makes it stop. And Joey Palladino sends it back in. Okay, Michael McCurry makes it on that errant drop pass into Robbie Merritt. Now we're generating something. Touch to touch. Joe Russ steps up. Sandwich on a double play. Vince DeLomo sends it way to the corner.
Shot wide for Upper St. Clair by Vince DeLomo.
Looks like DeMarco will be the steady guy taking the goal kicks. Sent a squibber out of bounds. Off St. Clair, everybody's chasing back. Throw-in's going to be at midfield. Moving him back. To about the 30, about a 20-yard throw. Vince DeLomo sends it in. Colin Fiduska making the chase. Shea Kumar pressuring. Forwards do need to make this pressure up front to keep us playing in their end. Mike McCurry makes a stop to Colin. Outside to Shea. Shea has him turned. Double team by Robbie Merritt, gets beat. And Bethel's back on the attack. Going 3 against 6. They're going to wait for numbers to catch up. Cross in the center. Cleared out. Joey Palladino cleaning up the back end. Chris Burke steps up. Vince DeLomo takes the ball, sends it out to Joey Palladino. Bethel intercepts, going back on attack. Nice steal by Chris Burke. Robbie Merritt pressuring Paglia. Outside to Robbie Merritt, Colin Fiduska inside. Looking to try and cross this ball. Drops it back to Joe Rust. Mike McCurry sends it in. He was rushed on that play. Shea's there in the middle. Vince punts it over the goal post. Okay, first sustained pressure that we've seen this afternoon. We need to lock in some of these goal kicks right now. Okay, now we've got Grunts taking on the other side. Okay, Vince DeLomo sets it up. Joe Rust on the outside. Tries to get a Robbie Merritt running to the top of the box. Foster comes out to make the stop. Punts to midfield. Chris Burke makes a stop. Outside, Joey Palladino battling for it. Off St. Clair, short drop back to the defenders to set the play up. Coming across. Coming down through the hash marks. Okay, call against Bethel. Coming back the other way, St. Clair. Chris Burke seems to be taking all these free kicks in the back. Well, Mark's stepping up to do this one. Crossed me up. So far, we haven't seen many touches by Caruso, which is kind of surprising. He was their leading scorer last year. They've got Caruso on top. And Wittmeyer on the outside. Like we said, Whitfield defending champions, the Blackhawks are, with a senior-laden club, so they're patient. Nice centering pass. Mark scampers out to the side of the box. Another drop kick out to about the 40-yard line on the offensive side. O'Shea gets control. Drops back to David Steen. David Steen finds Colin Fiduska. A little bit too strong of a touch. It was a good idea. We had him going. Okay, it'll be a Bethel Parks throw-in. We're at about the 24-minute mark, counting down in the first half of the Bethel St. Clair opening game. Chris Burke kicks it out. Score 0-0. And again, fairly even back and forth play between the two boxes. Nothing real tight. No corner kicks been taken yet. Fairly controlled game. Okay, throws it into the box with a long throw. Headed out by St. Clair. Coming back in by Clifford. Mark lets it go out of bounds for a goal kick. Okay, so we got substitutions for Upper St. Clair. Matt Myron and Matt Wilson. A lot of young faces in the St. Clair lineup. 7 starting seniors graduated. So we're going to see a lot of underclassmen, and it looks like we're going to be the first one doing some substitution here on a hot afternoon on the turf. Vince DeLomo passes it too long. David Steen on the chase. Throw in to Bethel Park. Matt Wilson on the touch. Makes a stop. Vince looking for help. Joe Rust on the weak side. It's a nice change of the field. We're going to do more of that just to open this up. Long throw by Danny Poljak in. Headed out by Bethel. We'll try it again. Gain of about 10 yards. Throws it into the center again. Bethel settles it down. Brings it through midfield. Colin Fiduska scrapping. And Bethel comes out of that with 4 men racing. Danny Poljak fouls at the center of the field at about the 25-yard line on the football field. Another direct kick.
Direct free kick for Upper St. Clair. For Bethel Park, scratch that.
This is about the third or fourth direct kick. They've all been in our end of the zone, too. We don't want to give these guys too many chances like this. 5-man wall in front of Mark. Robbie Merritt on the wing. We got Chris Burke. Wall's getting moved back. They got 3 men around the ball. Looks like Clifford's going to take this. We'll see. No, it's a fake. And it's in the net on a direct kick. Talbot, number 9, puts it high on the top 90. 1-0 at the 21:04 mark. Great shot, upper 90. Right in the center of the hash marks. We can't let these chances happen often. Obviously, it's going to pay off on the other side of the scoreboard. 1-0. Okay, St. Clair makes the touch at center field. Vince DeLomo drops it over the top, into the back. Pressure by Joey Palladino. Going the other way. Out of bounds with the throw. Teams like Bethel will be comfortable with this 1-0 lead. We've got to make some pressure up front, get some scoring opportunities. Clifford sends it in. Danny Poljak arms it down. Out of bounds off of St. Clair. Coming in with Bethel. Drops back to the defense. Comes across and changes the field. Right in the center of the hash. Mark goes up. Mark's going to clear the ball with a drop kick. Out to the 40 on the offensive side. Bethel controls. We got to win some of these 50-50 balls too. Foul on Vince DeLomo. Bethel coming the other way. Bethel settles it. Paglia outside. Okay, good double team. Bad luck, Colin taps it out of bounds.
Substitution, Bethel Park, Rico Borst.
Okay, Rico Borst is coming in.
7, Kyle Young.
Young is out for Bethel. And Bethel set for the throw at midfield.
Throwing Bethel Park by Jordan Wall.
Bethel controls. Clifford drops it back to Caruso. Caruso trying to make some effort here. Dangerous play. We're going St. Clair's way. Chris Burke retrieving the ball. Come up to about the 45-yard, close to midfield. Good chance for Chris to send this one in here and start setting up some offensive plays. Chris will take the left footer. He'll be curving it down the line of guys at about the 15-yard line. Bethel steps up. Drops it back. Mark takes it, sends it up. Oh, what a hit from behind by Bethel Park. Quick start out to David Steen. Matt Wilson muscled off the ball by Chris. That was a good play. Rico's on the clutch, but we're going the other way.
Bethel Park.
Bethel setting up the free kick about the 40-yard line, short to Clifford, inside to Rico. Matt Wilson bumped off the ball, lost control. St. Clair coming back on the out of bounds. Yep. On the side, Phil Dormus substitutes for Vince DeLomo. Sophomore midfielder throws it into Phil. We're waiting for the change by Bethel, though. Long throw by David Steen. Phil Dormish retrieves it. Matt Wilson steps into open green. Robbie Merritt, good touch pass out to Wilson. Going across. A lot of holding over there on Joey Palladino. Settles it. Change the field. No. Touchback. Matt Myron brings it all the way across to David Steen. Aaron touch turns into a Bethel break. Chris Burke goes down in a heap after a collision with Vittmeyer. Bethel's going to take the throw just at midfield. Throws it into Caruso. Vittmeyer back. Clifford sends it across. Bethel's been strong on the ball. Sends it back across. They're playing keep away. Trying to open up the field. David Steen makes a play. Mark comes out, corrals the ball on the side of the box. The 14-minute mark, it's Bethel Park Blackhawks 1, Upper St. Clair Panthers 0. Throw in by Bethel. Take down, and it looks like we're going to go with a yellow card. Caruso a little over aggressive, goes right over top of Matt Wilson, gets a card.
Substitution number 7, Kyle Young for Anthony Caruso, number 21.
With a yellow card, Caruso's got to get subbed out till next stoppage of play, so he'll get a drink of water on the sidelines. Chris Burke ready to take this free kick at about our 40-yard line. Again, we're stretched across the 20-yard line, waiting for this feed in. Chris takes a left foot, hooks it down the line. A lot of white jerseys to the ball. Out on Bethel Park. Long throw again by Danny Poljak. Carlton Lawson is over on the other side now, picking him up on as a substitution up front. Bethel creating space by touch passes. Driving through. Chris stands him up at the 18. Okay. Matt Wilson comes out of that. Cardinal Lawson comes all the way across field to make some help. Throw in at the 20-yard line, drops it back. Bill Dormish Drops it over the top. A lot of activity in the back. They clear it out. Bethel does. And Colin Fiduska settles it down for a touch back to him. Give and go. They're playing 5, 6 guys back. And Bethel, with his 1-0 lead, is playing 6 guys back on the defensive side of the field. When they get the offensive plays, they're spreading it out a little bit here just to get longer passes. Okay. Yeah.
Free kick awarded to Bethel Park.
Another free kick on our back third of the field. Clifford, Vittmeyer, and Talbot. Talbot taking this all by himself now. He's the guy who had the goal. Feeds it in low. Get up. Corner kick. Mark came out to make a sliding stop. These direct kick plays in our end of the field often produce a chance. Talbot's going to take the corner kick. He seems to be the dedicated direct kick guy. Taking it from the corner, curls it in. Mark comes out. A header by crossed in. Number 19, Pat Lyden from Talbot on the corner again. Another set play. That goal comes at just the 11-minute mark. Right now we're 2-0. Bethel Park Blackhawks. This experience on Bethel Park with their senior-laden club, battle-tested in the Whitfield Finals, defending champs. They've taken advantage of the set plays, and they've put 2 in the net. Out of bounds, we're going into a free kick for the goalkeeper. Vince Delomo is back in the lineup. Matt Myron returns to the sidelines. It's a bright, sunshiny afternoon here on the new turf at Bethel Park, so everybody's hydrating, getting some breaks. Phil Dormish roaming side to side on the field, pressuring the ball. Out of bounds off of Bethel. We'll take the throw in. Throw into the feet. Vince steps in, tries to control the midfield. Chris Burke settles it down. Good touch passes. We had some control. Lost. Young scampers around. Vittmeyer lets it go off his feet. Throw in by David Steen. Goes to Mike McCurry. That was Phil Dormish, sorry. Bethel still controls the ball. Good sidelines help. Paglia steps in, sends the ball forward. And we're going to get a call on Young on the back of Chris Burke. Chris tried a quick start away from where the foul occurred. They want him to start it over again. David Steen taking this kick. Intercepted by Rico. Chris Burke steps in. Danny Poljak cleans up the back. a lot of room to carry the ball up, intercepted by Bethel Park, bringing it back on offense. Now they step up. Double team stops the ball at the 18. Shot in. Mark makes a solid save. Clifford will not be afraid to shoot at about the 30-yard line, so once they do make that scramble play inside, he's willing to take a long shot. Clears it all the way past the 30-yard line. Over top of everybody, headed back to the keeper. A lot of space, and Bethel's making the touch passes. Finding the open man, making us chase. Joey Palladino steps up, out of bounds. We're getting substitutions. Robbie Merritt back in, Ashay Kumar back in. Yeah. Hangler comes in for Clifford. Clifford's taking a break.
Robbie Merritt, Ashay Kumar, and for Bethel Park, Rob Euler.
Over top of Colin Fiduska's head. Nice clearing play. David Steen centers it to Vince. Vince sends it out to the right side. Joe Russ sends it back in the middle. Phil Dormish on a touch. Over the top, Collins there. Looking for help. Out of bounds off of Bethel. We'll take the throw in at the 40-yard line going in offensively. Drop pass. Danny worked out of that double team nicely in the back. Cross to Chris Burke. Outside to David Steen. Still playing patiently. Trying a double team. Change the field, Joe Rust. To the white shirted Talbot. Talbot controlling the ball. Ashay Kumar steps in. Colin Fiduska was looking for the ball. Out of bounds off of Bethel Park. David Steen looking down the line. Headed back. Bethel controls. Bethel back on the attack. Taking it down into the corner. Chris Burke works it out with the left foot out of bounds. Substitution from Vittmar coming out. Kaminsky in for Bethel Park. They're rotating in single guys. Kept the back line fairly intact on both squads, both defensive squads. Colin waiting on that ball to come down. Paglia over the top. Phil Dormish works it out. Ashay Kumar. Bethel sends it to the corner, too far, out of bounds. David Steen's taking a throw in from the back. Ashay Kumar has green turf in front of him. Sends it across. Joe Rust sends it up to Phil Dormish. Looks outside. Joey Palladino controls the ball. Looks coming back the other way. David Steen into trouble with Young dogging him back there. Bethel sends it across. Misplayed in the back. Joey Palladino pushed. We'll take the direct kick going in at midfield.
Direct kick for Upper St. Clair.
Looks like Chris Burke is coming over. This will be a different hook with his left foot coming straight down the center of the field. We'll see if he can lift it over that line up at about the 18. Went short. Joey Palladino sends it across to Danny Poljak. He has space. Looks for Colin Fiduska coming in. Robbie Merritt gets bumped in the box. We'll take a penalty kick here. Paglia shouldered him. He's going to get a card also. Paglia took the hit on. Yep, Jordan Walsh is going to get the card. Okay. Well, this could spark us. It's at the 3-minute mark as we count down to halftime. This would be great to go in with a 2-1. We need to capitalize on this penalty kick. Okay, Vince DeLomo is going to take it. Sets up. We'll wait for the referee's whistle. Goalkeeper ready. Mark Foster in goal. First attempt at a PK, and he drills it in the right side. Vince DeLomo brings us back to 2-1. Bethel Park 2, Upper St. Clair 1 with 3 minutes left in the first half. That's a big lift. It's a nice feed over the top. Robbie Merritt had the man beat and then got run over by the defender coming back to make the cover. So far, all 3 goals have been set plays. One a direct kick, one a PK, one a corner. Nothing generated off the offense as of yet. Okay, we're counting down to the end of the first half here, about 2.5 minutes left. We're debating whose throw-in it is. Vince DeLomo's getting a card for chattering back at the referee. It was an indecision at who was going to get the ball. We were getting ready to throw it in. They changed the call. Vince is going off. Matt Myron coming in. These guys will find out that the referees in the Whitfield don't put up with a lot of chattering on the field. They're quick to card, and they want you to keep the game moving. Over the top, David Steen brings it back. Matt Myron steps in, sends it forward. Ashay Kumar waiting on it. Chested down by Talbot. Clifford's not in there. The ball seems to follow Talbot, that's for sure. Responsible for the first goal and the corner kick. Nice heel pass, Robbie, or Joey. Bethel's setting up a spread. Touch pass. Aaron pass by Rico. Tracked down by Shea Kumar. Slide tackle. We're going the other way. Not much ball was hit there. It was all leg on Shea Kumar. We're going in. Minute and a half left in the half. 2-1 Bethel Park. Joey Palladino battling 1-on-2. Taken away by Bethel. Looks like it was out of bounds, a long way away, but yes, it was. We're counting down to the last minute of the first half. Danny Poljak will take a long throw. Over the top. We need to pressure up here, try and get a last-ditch effort before the half ends. Shea comes across the field, sends it for Robbie Merritt. Robbie Merritt chases. Paglia sends it out of bounds hard. They're going to chase it to eat some time up. We got a quick throw by Joe Rust. Back to Joe. We want to send it back into the box. That's it. Across the Colin that was making an effort. Okay, nice play by Matt Myron. Ashay Kumar off of Colin Fiduska's foot. Back to Colin. Offside call. Somebody in the middle was either Robbie or Vince.
10 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds.
Counting down.
7, 6,
Taking an offside direct kick out of the back.
2, 1.
And we're going into the locker room at halftime. Bethel Park Blackhawks 2, Upper St. Clair Panthers 1. Penalty kick goal at the 3-minute mark brought our goal from Vince DeLomo's foot. We're setting up with the same starting lineup: Mark Hasty in goal, Joe Rust, Danny Poljak, Chris Burke, and David Steen across the back. They stayed in the whole game. And we've got Phil Dormish in the midfield. Joey Palladino on the right side. Touched by Robbie Merritt to Vince DeLomo. And we've started the second half. Possession comes back to Bethel coming out of the corner. Taking the throw in. Robbie Merritt sends it back. Wyatt Brady heads it out. And Young settles it down. A triple team over here on the corner. Joey Palladino tried to come out of that. Young got the ball back. Sends it back to Paglia out to the right side. Bethel's content with playing this control game. Touch out of the back. Intercepted by Vince DeLomo. Phil Dormish makes an intercept. Loses the ball to Bethel Park. Comes back. A little bit more activity on our side of double teams, triple teams, trying to force some bad passes. Young keeps it in on the end line. Steps inside. And it's a shot over the net by Wyatt Brady. Mark Hass will take the first goal kick out for the second half.
Shot above the goal by Wyatt Brady in Bethel Park.
Mark sends it up across the 40. Bethel keeps stepping in on these 50-50 balls. Comes across the field, looks for the open man. Joe Russ steps in to disrupt it, sends it out of bounds. Young controlling the ball. There's Clifford in the middle of the field. He's trying to send it through. They're trying to make a run up the middle this time. Different strategy a little bit here. They were working the sides of the field. Now they're starting to change to come up the middle. Throw in a midfield, or on their defensive side of the field. Bethel takes it. Takedown. Bethel will have the kick. Shea Kumar called on the foul. Surveys the scene, sends it in. Long floating kick. Headed back out over the top. Chris Burke. Bethel had hit that. I wonder why David sent it up, but he did. David Steen working on the outside. They got the cross in. Chris Burke intercepts. Sends it way out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Again, an offensive start for a throw. Bethel sends it into the box. Young's there. Makes a stumble play. Vince DeLomo controls. Joey Palladino tried to make the touch to himself. Joe Russ kicks it out of bounds. Bethel throw. Wyatt Brady makes a touch. Head up by Joey Palladino. Phil Dormish working. Double team by Shea Kumar. A lot of activity by Shea Kumar in the second half starting. Throw down sidelines. Robbie Merritt couldn't get around the man. Joe Rust overruns the ball. Danny Poljak's getting pushed from behind by Young. Sends it out of bounds. Deep throws it in. Wyatt Brady sends it out of bounds. Joey Palladino gets the throw in. Offensive plays, we got to start looking for the net. Robbie Merritt working hard, gets thrown down. We're going to get the direct kick. Oh, we went the other way on a quick start. Robbie getting a card, a red card. We all thought it was a pretty bad call, but Robbie's getting the card. That was a play by Caruso. There was a wrestling match, and Robbie got the call out of that. Okay, on the red, Robbie's out. Referees are conferring. This red card comes at the 35.5-minute mark. They're going to come over and talk to Uwe and explain the call. Difference could be if it's a soft or a hard red, whether he's going to be able to come back in and play or not. Long-winded explanation on the sidelines. It's a hard red. Robbie's on the bench. And it looks like no substitution. Two, 4, 6, 8. Referee's coming back in the field. Still a long conference here at center field. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We're going to play with 10. This is not the way we wanted to start this. 5 minutes into the second half, getting a red card, playing 11 against 10. Shea Kumar works out of it. Over to Vince DeLomo. Vince DeLomo outside to David Steen. It's going to take a lot of people stepping up now. Shea Kumar has control. Cleared out by Paglia hard. Chris Burke leaves the ball for David Steen, and he overruns the ball. Bethel taking an offensive throw at about the 40-yard line on the football field. Walsh throws it in. Young misplays it on the bounce up to Shea Kumar. Vince is streaking up to put pressure on the offense, that's for sure. Pass to Vince DeLomo. Getting ready to cross the ball. Who's here? Joey Palladino. Joe Rust has stepped up, sending it back across again. Phil Dormish chops it down just slightly wide to the right. Well, this looks like what we're going to be playing now. 3 in the back. We're going to try to push the offense, being down 2-1, and see what we can do to start playing in their half of the field. Outside on the left side here. Bethel controlling the ball. Not only they have good ball control, but they've got a man up on the red card. Danny Poljak settles it down. Bethel retrieves at the 20-yard marker. Clifford wants to look to the net. Dogged by Phil Dormish, which was good. Mark comes out, makes the play.
Got on goal by number 8, Jordan Wall.
Mark makes a great drop kick out to about the 30-yard line on the offense. Shea Kumar trying to put pressure up front, but he's the only forward out with Robbie Merritt on the bench. Ball comes across. Phil Dormish going back and forth trying to make some pressure. They're willing to, that's Wyatt Brady gets double teamed nicely. Good turn. Vince DeLomo controls. Back to Joe Russ, sends it up. Nobody breaking. Joey Palladino across to the middle. Up to Clifford stepping in. Joey Palladino steps into Clifford. And let's see what call is going to be this way. Well, they're going to call it a Clifford foul. Chris Burke rolls it out. Starting about the 45-yard line on our defensive side of the field. Looking for a big left foot with the wind. He could curve this into the box. Nice high floater, not quite to the arc. Colin Fiducia comes across, tries to take it on the volley. Vince DeLomo steps in. Phil Dormish on the chase. David Steen chases out. Going our way. Colin Fiducia sends it. It's run down by Young. Back to Paglia. Up to the midfielder. Controlling at the 40-yard line. Sends it way across. Deep. Sends it up to Young. They're working the center of the field this time. Oh, who's in now? Job, Mark. Mark comes out, makes the save on a kick. Caruso, dangerous shooter up front, comes in on the break. Mark came out, leg up, stacked the pads, and sent the ball back out to midfield. This 11-on-10 is going to wear on us on a hot day in the afternoon. Bethel content to play ball control, wait for a chance. Chris Burke steps up. Taken away. Dragging it through the middle again. Here comes a nice stop by Danny Poljak. Vince sets up. Shea Kumar on the run. Can he beat Paglia, the goalkeeper, to the ball? Settle at Joe Rust. Joe looks for Phil Dormish, sends it across. Little chip. Everybody looking for a dangerous play, but the play goes on. David Steen gets stepped around. Back to Marquez. Marquez makes the pickup. Chris Burke's rolling into the box. Looks like he may have twisted an ankle. We'll see how Chris hangs in there. Line drive drop kick to about the 30-yard line almost. We're getting good releases here. We got to win the ball. Wyatt Brady tried to give and go. Shut down. Phil Dormish looks up, finds a Shea Kumar. This is tough here. We're playing one forward against four backs. And these backs are well tested, experienced, and spreading the field. Wyatt Brady looks. Caruso still looking for a chance here. Now he's finally, the ball starting to find him on the field. He's pushing off. He got the call. That's the exact call that he was trying to do with Robbie Merritt whenever the complaints were lodged and he got the red card. Now Caruso tries it inside on Joe Rust and he stays with him and gets the call. Mark's going to take the kick from about the 18-yard line on the football hash marks. Sends it across to David Steen. A lot of open space. Everybody pulled back for Bethel. Out of bounds off of Bethel. We're going to take an offensive throw. Carlton Elaston comes in. Chases into the corner. Nice play. Makes the stop. He's drugged down. Corralled by Paglia again. Okay, we've got a set play coming from a corner. It's almost like a corner kick, but it's sitting just outside the painted goal lines of the football field. Collins taking it. We'll see a bend him by Beckham. Let's see if it can go in. It's coming across. Way deep. Oh, a great header by David Steen off the crossbar. That was a nice effort. Good ball, good header. Crossbar got in the way. Okay, Danny Poljak's going to take a long throw. This looks like an offensive thrust into the box again. Danny likes to take a long throw. We'll see it work, I hope. Real deep. Nice throw. Over the top. Goalkeeper's out. Somebody's got to get a foot on the ball. Handball called in the box. Goalkeeper was out. He was in that cluster mix if we could have gotten the scramble play. They take the short kick out to the right side. 11 on 10. We're getting some chances. David Steen makes a stop, sends it out of bounds. Throw in by Bethel. Back to the defender. Carlin Laston up front trying to put pressure. Looks like we're going to rotate this single forward to try and keep them fresh. Double team. Joey Palladino gets in there. Step up. Phil Dormish up to Carlton. Outside the Phil. Find a left foot. And he's taken down again. No call. No call. No call even on the edge of the box. Not getting that call. Called that a goal kick. On this Bethel Park back line, Paglia is always in there. Plays a physical game. Not afraid to take the guys down. Cross to Clifford. One more touch. Looking in the middle to Young. Young, Talbot, and Clifford make some nice changes in the middle. Clifford back to the quarterback. Looking for Caruso up front. Marks over the top on a sailor. Nice stop. Easy save. Saw it all the way. Okay, regenerate. Drop kick to nearly the 35-yard line on the other side of the field. Headed back by Joe Rust. Carton, Halaston chasing. 4 backs back. Playing keep away from the one forward. We had that second guy back there. We might be able to do some double teams. Over the top, Carlin Laston on the run. Nice play. Paglia sends it out of bounds. Okay, here's another Danny Poljak long throw. This is reminiscent of the Matt McClintock days whenever we took some long throws. Danny's developing into a long thrower. Steps up, takes a long run. Big left-handed curve. Set it in there, Carlton. Carlton Halaston had a chance right in front of the goalkeeper. Plenty of chances. We got to capitalize here. Score is 2-1 at the 24-minute mark, ticking down. Robbie Merritt on the bench with a red card. We're playing 10 against 11. Bethel content to play the ball outside all the way around the top. Touch to touch. Comes to the inside. Caruso pushes off. He's working his way up. Danny Poljak stands him up. Carlin Laston scrapping up front. And Bethel's called on the hold. For the majority of the second half, St. Clair's had the better of the play, even though we've been shorthanded. Started to generate some offense, got some calls, made some things happen up front, crosses the ball. Vince is looking for it, out of bounds off of Wyatt Brady. Danny stepping up for another long throw. We're looking to flood the goal mouth here with a lot of black shirts. They've got 2, 4, 6, 8. 9 white shirts back inside the box. They've got one up top and one goalkeeper. That's where everybody's at, packed in the box. Danny makes a long throw across the center. Phil Dormish takes the hit, left foot wide. This will be a goal kick.
Shot goes wide right.
Panthers have stepped up. They're playing against these defending champs head to head. Takes a long kick outside wide. Bethel Park not looking as sharp as they did the first half on their touches. David Steen takes the throw into Mike McCurry. Back out to David Steen, sends it in. Phil Dormish traps. Mike McCurry on the chase. He's a fresh Mike McCurry. He hasn't played much in the first or second half. Just got into the game. Plays it back to Mark Hast. Mark makes the clear. Mike McCurry's out there too long. Bethel taking the throw in. Playing at midfield. Phil Dormish dogging him. Feels like the over the top by Clifford. A slide tackle by Wyatt Brady takes Phil Dormish down on a knee. I was just going to say, Phil Dormish is like the ever-ready bunny running around out here. He's a good guy to have up top when you're shorthanded and trying to chase the ball. Phil gets up, shakes it off. Wyatt Brady's going down to a knee. So even though he initiated, it looks like he's taking the worst of it. So Wyatt's down, and we're sitting at the 21-minute mark. Bethel Park still leading 2-1. A lot of the play by St. Clair in the second half comes after a red card being shorthanded. Wide side of the field's open. Chris is going to come in with a left foot, though. He's going to send it up over top of the arc. Chris is directing traffic. Chris Burke takes the hit. Line drive down low. Matt Wilson makes the touch. Vince DeLomo's up. Mike McCurry battling. Steps out. Clifford finds Caruso. Caruso going down the outside. Chris Burke, number 9 Talbot. Okay, strong defense, scrambling a little bit, but we made the tough play. A lot of pressure out of these Bethel Park Blackhawks. Talbot, good player up front. Caruso, good goal scorer. Talbot loses it out of bounds. Off of Joe Rust. Danny Poljak steps in. Clifford takes the quarterback and roll. Takes it across. Feed in by number 15. Cross and looking for Talbot. Talbot's leaning in. Joe Rust makes the play out of bounds. Deep throw in. Let's see who's going to take this one. Walsh. Walsh is going to take this throw, and he'll probably be just like Danny Poljak, a long thrower, looking to send it into the box, looking to send it in front for a scramble. Takes it from the 5th lane, throws, big toss, header, clears it out, corner.
Ball bounces around inside the 18, goes out of bounds for a Bethel Park corner kick.
Looks like it bounced off of Chris Burke as everybody was scrambling to try to cover back on the throw that was coming back into the goal. Another set play. Here we go. Talbot taking the corner. This is going to be the opposite side now. Wind is coming out, and he's a right-footed hook, so it's going to be coming out. They're going to try to do a direct head. Mark came out hard, got to the ball. Makes a nice throw out to Mike McCurry. We've got control. Carlin Lawson was about 10 yards offside on the 40-yard line. The ball went out of bounds. They're taking the throw. It paid off for us. It ends up with a deep throw rather than that offside call. Long throw over the top. David Steen goes up. Mike McCurry battling, he comes out of there. Has a man beat. Coming across the middle. Nice touch. Vince back. Nobody there for help. Matt Wilson goes down. Chris Burke plays it back to Mark Hast. Mark Hast coming up big with a pop to the center of the field. Carlton Hillaston heads it down. Vince on the retaliation is going the other way. That was a grab by number 16, but Vince got the second chance. What a play in the middle. Cleaned up by Joe Rust, and that's a card. We're going to see a card right now. Card on Young, comes in, takes the knees out of Joe Rust. Not even close to taking the ball. Okay, referee's got everybody in a huddle for a conversation here. The goal scorers are definitely sniffing the goal for Bethel Park. On that play there, Joe Rust had it set up for a clear. Walsh came in and took his knees out. Right now we've got a stoppage of play at 17:50 left in the half. Joe Rust being attended to by the trainers. We're going to see if he's able to keep playing or not. Coach Ryan Schwobel coming out to take a look. Joe's up, he's going off. Walsh is off with a yellow card. Okay. Young. Okay, we've got just under 18 minutes left. Bethel Park Blackhawks 2, Upper St. Clair Panthers 1. Playing 11 on 10 with a red card against St. Clair. This looks like this is going to be a free kick out for us. Mark Hast will be taking it just inside the box. We're slow to start here. Referees are kind of just making sure everybody's under control, ready to go. This is the first game of a doubleheader. JVs will be playing following this game. Mark takes the free kick on the yellow card restart. And into the game, we've got John Worthy replacing Joe Rust on the right side of the defense. Clifford cross in the middle. David Steen sends it out. Got Matt Myron in. David Steen, nice poke play. Looking for streaking a Shea Kumar. Is he going to beat Paglia? Is Paglia going to take him down? He makes the stop. Comes in with a left foot and it's blocked. DeMarco came back on a nice defensive play. That was one of those plays where you'd like to see Paglia run over top of him. Okay, Matt Wilson controls the ball, gets it to Vince DeLoma. Shea Kumar dogging the Bethel Park team on the sidelines. Touch pass out. No, we're going to take a foul against Matt Wilson going the other way. They know how to buy one too. Feeds the ball in. Rico streaking to the corner. Oh, and now we're going to get a hold call on who? We're coming back out. Rico likes to use his arms. Okay, they're bringing Mark across to take this direct kick out. David Steen's covering the goal. Mark takes a big kick to about the 45-yard line, but there's white shirts everywhere. Nice ride off by Matt Myron. Mike McCurry battling. Matt Myron taken down. We're going again with a St. Clair kick. Getting chippy, getting scrappy. Guys are getting tired. Typical Bethel St. Clair game. Nice feed up to nobody. Shea Kumar behind the defender. Feed over the top. Inside. Danny Poljak sends it outside. Shea Kumar tried to make the save on the outside. 15 minutes left in the second half. Still 2-1. Bethel Park Blackhawks. Bethel's been content to stay back, which has given us a couple of chances in the second half here. Just one of those special ones needs to be in the back of the net on Foster. He hasn't been challenged very much. Okay, we got Clifford coming up through the hash marks, sends it outside. He's looking for an inside pass. Heads up. And over the net by Young. That was a beautiful play. Chipped it over top of the goalpost for a field goal. After playing together for a couple of years, these guys know each other's moves and they're willing to share the wealth up front. Mark takes a free kick out. Again, clears to about the 42. Chris Burke steps up. Looks like we've got injured player down. I don't know. I think he got the ball. I don't think he got Chris's boot. Otherwise, I think he'd have been hurt a lot worse. Chris came up on the volley. That was Clifford. No, they're giving the ball to Bethel. That stoppage of play there. We would have thought it might have been a drop ball, but that would have given us some advantage. Bethel sends it across. Looking inside. They're consistently looking inside, and Caruso's there, but they just can't clear it to him. Walsh had that last chance. David Steen outside, playing well. Lets it go across the end line. Mark's going to take the direct kick. Time starting to tick down. We're at about the 13.5-minute mark. Still down a goal. Had the better of the play. Now it's kind of even up. We got to turn the tables here. Nice header help out by Matt Myron. Goes out of bounds. Bethel throwing. Long throw in. Headed up over the top by Caruso. Okay, they found Matt Wilson. Long touch. Too long for himself. Throws back in. Plenty of room on this sidelines here for Bethel. Nice step up by Chris Burke. Probably needed to send that forward, but with man down. Oh, that was an elbow to the chops by Clifford, too. His reciprocal number 10, Shea Kumar. Big floating shot. Clifford will take that shot from the 30-yard line. It's a tough one when it's floating over the top on a goalkeeper and takes the plane of the goal. You see a lot of those drop in, but that was wide right. Okay, we've got 3 subs. Colin Fiduska, Joey Palladino, and Phil Dormish coming back on the field. So they took a little bit of a blow. Down to 12 minutes. Clock's still reliable for Bethel here. They can run down the clock and still be ahead. Touch outside. John Worthy goes inside. Sends it back out. David Steen comfortable on the outside with a lot of room. Looks forward. Shea steps in, gets the forearm, and he's going to get the call. We're going to settle down and get our forwards all set now. Looks like David Steen's going to take this one. There's Chris Burke. David's lining up. See if he can feed this into the box. A little bit of a consultation over there on the set play. David looks like he's lining up another left foot hook. Strong, up over the top. Great ball. All white shirts where it landed, though. Going out. David Steen will take the throw. We're going to get Danny Poljak coming across again. We're looking for an offensive throw right to the top of the arc. Somebody has got to get a chance here. Long throw. Danny's left-handed curve coming in. Settled down by Vince. Run off the ball. Caruso comes out of there. Walsh up front by himself. Waits for help. Nice step up. Colin Fiduska coming from behind. Takes the ball. Shea Kumar on the run. Can get to that ball. Make a touch. Paglia out there with him. Makes the play out of bounds. Paglia holds position. He'll make sure it goes out of bounds. Again, this offensive throw by Danny Poljak. Looking for Joey Palladino on the back door to get a shot here. I'd like to see that. Now we're jockeying around. Chris Burke's going in for a header. Everybody's up. Phil comes out of that mix with the ball. Takes a left shot, blocked. And Bethel sends it out. Again, just under 9.5 minutes ticking down. Bethel content to send it out of bounds, just keep everybody back. Not only do they have the man advantage, they also are keeping guys back all over the field. Nice touch. Vince takes it off his foot. Joey Palladino sends a Shea Kumar to the corner. Phil Dormish is coming down the middle. Can he cross it? Takes a left-footed shot. Phil's coming from an offside position, and Colin was too late. He tried to foot the ball instead of heading it. But we're going to get a set play corner kick out of this. Who's coming in to take this kick? Looks like Shea Kumar is going to take this one. Oh, short kick to the corner. Up to the front. Is he going to take it? Takes a long shot on the ground. Foster makes an easy save. Danny Poljak steps up. They get around him. Walsh coming in. Going to take Chris Burke to the corner. Chris has position. Tries to buy one. Goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Nice play. Okay, we got Matt Myron coming in at midfield.
Matt Myron entering the game for Upper St. Clair.
Time ticking. Just under 8 minutes. Mark's kick to 45. Clifford has him measured. He's sitting where he's supposed to be kicking. Bethel looking for the throw in. Goes across to Clifford. Clifford looks to Walsh. Goes outside to Caruso. Caruso bumping. Looking again to buy a call there, arm in arm. John Worthy rides him off. Matt Myron cleans up the middle. Sends Colin Fiduska. Fiduska looks down the field for Vince DeLomo. Out of bounds. It was a nice transition play. It started looking like it was going to work if Vince would have kept it on his foot. Crossed in the middle. Clifford looking for the ball back, coming down the middle. Caruso taking. Is he going to shoot? Yes, nice stop by David Steen. Sends it up. Colin working hard. David Steen again, man to man. Chris Burke helps out. Okay, we've got open field. Joey's got a carry. Finds Shea. Shea step back. Gets recovered the ball. Sends it up. We got Vince DeLomo playing up top now. Vince is working in the corner. That's a corner kick. Thank you. No way. That was a corner kick off the defender.
Goal kick awarded to Bethel Park.
And they gave it a goal kick. That was not the way we saw it up here. Goal kick coming out. Headed back in by Matt Myron. Joey Palladino trying to put pressure. Again, playing 10 men for St. Clair, 11 men for Bethel on an early second half red card. Steps up, Matt Meyer makes a nice play. Tough touch by Vince DeLomo. Matt Myron's all over the field here, making some nice scramble plays. Joey Palladino tries to intercept that. John Worthy one-on-one. Takes him out of bounds. Oh, we're going to get a call on the grab. It's going to be a direct. Get the wall set. Talbot's a nice little ball player out here. Just outside the box at about the 15-yard line on the football field. Talbot's going to set up to take a direct kick. He's coming in right-footed. He's going to try to hook the ball in on Mark. Hooked it far, surprisingly. I thought he would have kept it closer to on goal. It's a break for us, goes out of bounds. Mark takes the free kick on a goal kick. Carlton Laston replaces a Shea Kumar up top. David Steen settles it. Pressure from the back. Vince DeLomo gets the call. On the hold, it's going to be a direct kick. They're taking their fouls at the 40-yard line and 50-yard line, which are not giving us a real sweet chance for a direct kick. We'll see how Chris Burke sends this down along the line. Everybody's crashing the 18, but that's probably about where he's going to place the ball. A little bit deeper, goalkeeper comes out. Everybody shields, all white shirts around them.
Ball collected by Mark Foster.
Talking to Vince about the chatter going on back there between he and Foster. Foster makes a soft kick to about the 40-yard line. Say still really hasn't been tested. Mark's had a couple of saves, but he hasn't been overworked either on his end. Couple set plays have turned into goals here. PK for the St. Clair goal. Corner kick. Carlton Laston needed to get to that ball somehow, some way. Gave that goalkeeper too much of a chance. At this point in the game, down to less than 3 minutes, we got to start taking chances. Danny Poljak leaves it for Mark. Mark picks it up. We got to go forward, and we got to go forward quick. 2.5 minutes, down a goal. Drop kick to the 40-yard line on the other side of the field. And we send it out of bounds. Off of Matt Myron's foot. Time ticking down. 2.5 minutes left. Throw in by Bethel Park, offensive side of the field. Chris Burke steps up. Oh, man. Joey Palladino made a windmill kick, but we recovered. Paglia steps up, cleans up the back end. We're looking for somebody streaking. Looks like Vince up top. A lot of character to play 11 on 10 and have all these chances, but Bethel's been content to play with this 1-goal lead all second half. Then we got David Steen up top. We got Carlton Laston. We've got Vince DeLomo. Pretty soon we're going to have everybody up top. Chris Burke sends it. David Steen looks for Paglia's header. Bethel keeps it in bounds. We've got to get some kind of desperation play. A minute and a half left. Oh, here we go again. We're going to stop. Who's getting the card? It looked like David Steen had the call for obstruction. But with the throw down, he got a yellow card. And card goes against Grunts also. So, minute and 12 seconds left at the 40-yard line. Let's see who's going to get the ball here. I would think the initial call was ours, but then the retaliation. Is he going to do a drop ball? Looks like we're set for that. One minute, 12 seconds left. 2-1, Blackhawks leading. Drop ball at about the 40-yard line on the Bethel Park side of the field. Never hit the ground. Clifford stepped in. Nice play by Palladino. But Bethel comes out with control. Joey's hustling, trying to make something happen in a minute here. Outside, Colin Fiduska sends it across. Somebody got to get there. Carlton, you got to be there. Carlton was right there, about a yard short. Scrapping in the middle of the field. We're going to try to hustle this up for Danny Poljak. Hard throw. Under 45 seconds right now. Danny Poljak, long throw in. All the big bodies up front. Chips it in by Colin Fiduska. Paglia going out. Sends it way out of bounds.
Ball cleared by Chris Paglia.
20 seconds left. We got to go in hard. We got to send everybody. There he is, and we're offside. We're offside on the play.
13, 12.
They're counting down time.
9, 8, 7.
They may not even put this ball into play. Paglia sends it.
3, 2.
Danny Poljak touches it. And at the end, Bethel Park 2, Upper St. Clair 1. Well played second half, playing shorthanded. And we'll see you next time. Thanks to Bob Hash, your announcer, Kathy Sullivan, your camerawoman, and Aaron Millen, my spotter. Thanks then.